Hey, thanks for joining us on YouTube. What are you doing here? Oh, across the line, and my stick is shorter than. Hello everybody, I'm Brian Adams. Hey, and welcome back to the second part of how to make my monster truck. This is the famous Creepers truck, and the interesting thing about this truck is that it is actually based off a 1941 Chevy truck, and what they used to call a COE, and what the COE means is cab over engine. These type of trucks were made for hauling, work supply, you know, things like they were delivery trucks. Meant that there was an engine literally underneath the cab, raised up a little bit. The engine was under there. The floor planning was, the engine was kind of basically right under the seat. So anyway, that's why it had a shorter, stubbier nose, and didn't stick out so far. So that's why a lot of people fail when they try to make this model, because they don't have the nose right, and the whole thing with the fender didn't fit the same. But anyway, so that's where we are. It's an interesting truck. Take a look online. There's a couple fascinating people here on YouTube who have done some builds on these very trucks. So anyway, let's take a look on where we are this week on my build. We filled it up with epoxy. We cut that paper away. I know it's kind of hard to tell from that, if you can kind of see there. And then what we did, we put a spacers. Actually what I use is toothpicks, and I put those down in there. That actually makes it 1/8 of an inch down lower. The whole overall 3/16 of an inch depth to it, so that I filled in the inside there, cut out the excess to make it as smooth as possible. Now here's this piece here. We've also sanded both pieces, the exterior on that, exterior on this, and you can see that this actually fits in here. And then so that way we'll give that type of look to the rim. So now what I've done is I've taken some blue painter's tape, and I have drawn out some 5/16 of an inch round circles, and then I've cut them out, and then I've applied them to the center piece that goes to the hubcap of this rim, and I've spaced them out evenly at 7/16 of an inch between each other, and we are going to mark those on the Dremel mill and drill those holes out so that it looks like what the actual hubcaps look like. And this particular hubcap only gets 5 of these holes drilled out of the center. Most importantly is the space between this and the end of this part of the disc is 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch spacing for all those. And then as you can see on the edge, it's like about 1/16. Okay, so here's what we have so far. There are those. The holes have been drilled out. On each one of those, you can see it. It will fit in there like that. And that was. Next step, we've taken watercolor paper again, and we've cut it to the circle of 2 7/8 wide. Actually think it's about 1/16 under, but that's good. And you can see we've placed it on the outer part of the. And here I put it up on the edge to give you kind of an idea what it looks like. We're not going to glue this or anything. We're going to make this strong first before we glue it. So do not glue this on, nor have we glued the front of the hubcap on yet either. Yikes, this looks like a mess. Alright, so what I did, I've taken all those pieces for the 4 tires, all 8 of them, and I put epoxy, a thin coat over each one. Taking the epoxy and made each one of these tires a more rounder look. And I'll smoothen that down before the epoxy dries, and then I'll actually be sanding and then filling in anything that does not look the way I want it to. If you like what you saw today, what I would appreciate more than anything is to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be able to see what's going to happen with this vehicle as we go along in my series here. And I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, I appreciate everybody for turning in today and watching. So until next time, we'll see you later. So long, everybody.